Lesson 2C, the cell nucleus. The nucleus is a spherical structure centrally located in the cell. In this picture, you can see the roundness of the nuclear membrane and a dark staining structure known as the nucleolus. The nucleus is often called the control center of the cell, as it's responsible for determining what kind of cell it is, how it functions, what sort of proteins it makes, and for cell division. The outer coating is a membranous layer called the nuclear envelope, or the nuclear membrane. It has pores to allow for material such as RNA, nucleotides, amino acids, and nutrients to pass in and out. The nucleolus is the site of ribosome production. Ribosomes are organelles made of protein. They migrate out of the nucleus into the cytoplasm via the nuclear pores, where they can be used to synthesize other proteins. The nucleus houses the ever-important but fragile deoxyribonucleic acid, or DNA. These are the instructions required for protein synthesis. You will recall that a molecule of DNA is a double strand of polymerized nucleotides. These nucleotides have one of 4 possible bases attached to the sugar and the phosphate backbone. The 2 strands are then hydrogen bound together in a complementary manner, A to T and C to G, forming a DNA ladder. This DNA ladder then twists to form the recognizable double helix. DNA needs to be spread open like a book if it's intended to be read, so it's found in a thread-like structure in the nucleus, a shape called chromatin, where the double-stranded DNA is wrapped around proteins called histones. This open structure of fragile DNA is very prone to damage, and so it must stay exclusively in the nucleus, and only copies of it are sent out of the nucleus to the ribosomes for protein synthesis. During cell division, mitosis and meiosis, there is nuclear division and movement of the DNA. To prevent damage during this time, DNA will further package or condense into a more solid form called a chromosome. These are much more resistant to damage during movement. It is during this time that we can visually see the DNA. We can capture a photo of the condensed chromosomes and look at their number and appearance. Humans typically have 46 chromosomes, or 2 pairs of 23. 23 of these chromosomes come from your biological mother, and the 23 complementary pairs that match your biological mothers come from your biological father. This image here is called a karyotype, displaying all 46 chromosomes.